Hi, welcome to the Crypto Republic. Before we begin today, if you're serious about staying ahead in this once-in-a-lifetime financial shift, make sure you like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Republic. Hello, XRP Army, and welcome back to the Crypto Republic, your go-to channel for the latest high-energy updates in digital assets. Before we get started with today's business, make sure to smash that like button, ring that bell, and subscribe to the Crypto Republic, bringing you updates every day at 9 a.m., noon, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Once in a generation, a piece of information comes out that changes how you see the future. And it just happens that the head of innovation at Franklin Templeton, a multi-trillion-dollar asset manager, just went public and laid out the exact blueprint for the next global financial system. She detailed a world moving away from traditional bank accounts. Think about this, okay? And onto a new blockchain-based infrastructure. But the most important part wasn't just about what she said, but the type of technology she described. Stick with me, because we're going to break down this blueprint and connect the dots to the specific technology that fits her description perfectly. For those of you who are new here, welcome to the Crypto Republic. And my job is to analyze the foundational shifts happening in finance. What we just witnessed in this interview with Sandy Call was not a casual conversation. It was a clear signal from one of the biggest players in the establishment. They are building a future based on unified digital wallet, tokenized real-world assets, and a public utility ledger capable of handling the volume of the entire global economy, folks. In this video, we're going to dissect this blueprint piece by piece. Our goal is to show you the evidence so you can draw your own conclusions. This is about understanding the new infrastructure of money. And by the end, you'll see why this is one of the most significant developments of the decade, ladies and gentlemen. So please, hit that like button to help share this analysis with more people. So what's the problem with the current system, you might be asking? Let's be honest. It's ancient. Think about it. You have a checking account, a savings account, a 401k, and a brokerage app. They're all separate islands. Moving money between them takes days because the system is still running on 50-year-old technology that processes transactions in batches overnight. It's slow, inefficient, and full of risk. This is the account-based model, and its days are numbered, ladies and gentlemen. But what if all those assets, your stocks, your bonds, cash, even the title to your car could exist in one secure digital place that you can control? This isn't just a theory. This is the new reality. Franklin Templeton has been building for over 7 years, working directly with regulators. They aren't just making digital copies of old world assets. They are building truly digital native assets, assets born on the blockchain. That is a critical distinction. Let's talk about an educational breakdown. Okay, so let's break down the 3 core pillars of this new system she described. First, the wallet-based future. This is your new financial headquarters. A single secure digital wallet holding all your assets, your shares in a fund, your digital dollars, everything. And crucially, these assets can all interact with each other instantly. It's a fully interoperable ecosystem. Second, tokenization. This is the engine. Tokenization is the process of creating a secure digital representative token of a real-world asset on a blockchain. A stock, a bond, a piece of real estate. Once an asset is tokenized, it becomes programmable. Smart contracts can automate everything. Settlements happen 24/7, 365. Not after the market closes. Dividends can be paid out daily, directly to your wallet. This strips out massive operational risks and costs. And third, stablecoins. This is the fuel of stablecoins. Stablecoins are the cash layer, the on and off ramps that provide the liquidity to move in and out of tokenized assets instantly without waiting for a bank. With new regulations like MiCA in Europe, this cash layer is being fully legitimized. Okay, so what does this all mean for you and me? And where does this evidence point? When you're designing a new global system to handle quadrillions of dollars in tokenized assets, ladies and gentlemen, you need a very specific type of blockchain. It cannot be slow. It cannot be expensive. It cannot be unreliable. You need an institutional-grade public ledger. And this is where we connect the dots. When an insider described a need for a public ledger that can provide instant real-time settlement for both securities and cash on a global scale, they are outlining a very specific set of requirements, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as an analyst, we have to ask, what existing technology fits that description? The architecture she is describing aligns incredibly closely with what the XRP ledger was built for from day one. Enterprise-grade performance, low-cost transactions, and a design centered around tokenizing asset enabling fast cross-border settlement. This is the core of our analyst today. Furthermore, the scale of this shift is immense. The traditional financial markets represent well over $100 trillion in assets. If just a small fraction of that moves onto these new blockchain rails, it will represent a historic inflow of capital into the digital asset ecosystem. This is the wall of money people talk about. And this is where the opportunity lies, folks. We're not just in making old finance more efficient, but in creating entirely new possibilities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, imagine your entire investment portfolio as a single token that you can use as collateral for a loan instantly. Imagine owning a fraction of a sports team or earning royalties from a song. Tokenization makes that possible. We are at the very beginning of a foundational change in finance. The blueprint has been revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stay informed on this transition and to truly understand the evidence as it emerges, you absolutely need to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. In our next video, we're going to explore the specific partnerships and real-world use cases that align with this new financial blueprint. Let me know in the comments below what part of this new system excites you the most. So let's summarize the analysis. The old financial system of fragmented accounts is being replaced by a unified, wallet-based ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, this transformation is being driven by tokenization, which turns any asset into a programmable, 24/7 digital instrument. The scale of this is in the hundreds of trillions, and major institutions are now openly discussing the blueprint. And based on the technical requirements they've laid out, the infrastructure they need is clearer than ever before. Ladies and gentlemen, the global financial system is being rebuilt from the ground up, right in front of our eyes. The only question you need to ask yourself is this: will you take the time to understand the blueprint, or will you just live in the house after it's already been built? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Once again, this content is for informational and entertainment purposes only, and you should not be taken as financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a licensed financial advisor before making investment decisions always. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, the game is changing, and those who understand it first will benefit the most. Make sure you're on the right side of it. You have two choices. You can be like the crowd, reacting after the move, rationalizing why they missed it, telling themselves they'll never let it happen again, or you could be the one who saw behind the curtain, the one who understood the infrastructure shift, the one who positioned early, not randomly, but intentionally. Because some moments in history are loud, but the ones that change everything are quiet, right up until the moment they're not. And this is one of those moments. Do not blink, because the world is distracting you with noise, while XRP continues developing behind the scenes and building momentum in the broader digital asset landscape. Stay sharp, stay informed, accumulate knowledge. Your move now will be remembered. This is not the end of the story. This is just the beginning. This opened your eyes. Smash that like button, ring the bell, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Turn on notifications, and most importantly, subscribe to the Crypto Republic. We break down the major global banking trends shaping digital assets today, giving you context, clarity, and research you can use. Don't just watch history happen. Stay informed, stay ahead, and stay in the Republic.